Brits are flocking to Europe to start a new life in the sun.
This is a dream of mine for the last 30 years, and I'm now living it.
As thousands chase new lives filled with sun, sea and spectacular scenery.
Sadly, don't get this view in England.
But this is no holiday.
I've been given 3 weeks to get this all done.
The list of jobs is endless.
Because these expats are here to work.
There's only 24 hours in a day.
Me and my bright ideas.
We're following the latest wave of Brits as they set up everything from hotels and dive schools in Spain
Today's been a real reminder of why we've come here.
to glamp sites and restaurants in France.
Had to download how to lay a table.
But do they have what it takes?
Getting a bottle of champagne at this rate.
Or will their dreams float away?
We have no more money. We've got about 1,000 left, that's it.
And can the latest expats make their new life in the sun pay?
We did pretty good, didn't we?
It's pretty special.
Today, in France,
Ready?
But you're fired.
tensions run high.
It's got to be done in the next 2 days. I'm panicking, actually.
For this campsite couple,
The trouble is with this, I can't make a mistake. If I make a mistake, I've got problems.
an unhappy diner
He's just walked out, has he? It's our first walkout.
at a Spanish restaurant.
Business. You can't please everybody all the time, can you?
And there's a final push to finish a pool in Spain.
Just want to make sure that the liner's being pushed right out to the side.
That will pop.
So a new B&B can open for guests.
She says she feels like she's given birth to that pool.
Over 3,000 festivals take place in Andalusia every year, celebrating the area's rich history and heritage. They draw in tourists from far and wide. And for the expats who live here, it's a great place to relax and enjoy their new lives in Spain.
We're at the Mijas Festival, so we're going to go and see what's going on.
After a busy first season setting up their new restaurant, tonight Geoffrey Charles, Lisa Burgess and Lisa's daughter, Georgia, are taking a rare day off.
Oh, it's nice to be out of the restaurant, guys. I feel the nice.
Feel the wind. Yeah, we're going to go out for dinner, go and get served by somebody else. Lisa's hungry.
But they're now finding that eating out just doesn't have the same appeal as it used to.
That's the worst sangria I've ever had in my life. Geoffrey, how's your pizza?
It's the worst pizza I never had.
My paella's not too bad, but the chicken is really bad, isn't it? That says it all, Geoffrey, just your face.
Amazing. Nightmare kitchen, you know?
This is Geoffrey's kitchen nightmare. I think we'll cheer ourselves up with an ice cream, will we?
Yeah. I think the ice cream gonna be good.
Geoffrey really put me off my food as well because he was describing all the things wrong with it.
Yeah.
So now I'm actually not feeling very well. I won't be returning.
No, really?
It's now the end of August. After a quiet month, trading at the restaurant is hotting up.
And for your main course? And the chicken. Perfect.
But in the kitchen, Geoffrey's under pressure.
Creme brulee, table 3.
His trainee chef has left to take up a job in New York, leaving him with only pot washer Jafar on hand to help.
Panic. There's no need to panic.
And now there's a table of 10 to serve. After pre-dinner drinks, the large group are getting hungry.
1 crab, 3 duck parfait, 2 goat's cheese, 2 salmon, 2 eggs, 6 chicken, 1 lamb, medium rare, 1 steak for a child, medium, just plain with peas and chips.
We're on our own. This is what it's all about, you know? Fighting a battle and getting better at what we do, you know?
The whole restaurant is packed, which is great. Not for Geoffrey, though. We feel sorry for him.
It's all about timing.
But there are rumblings from the table of 10.
The sous chef left and went to New York and left him on his own. And he thought he could nail it tonight, and he sort of has. Because the food is fantastic, but it's a bit late coming.
To be honest, I do think it is pressure because there's a lot of detail to the dinner.
And one customer isn't quite so understanding about the lack of kitchen staff.
He's just walked out, has he?
Yeah, because he's kind of waiting 2 hours.
That's never happened to me before. The party booked for 9 o'clock. Really nice, really lovely people. But they had 2 rounds of drinks outside before they sat down for their meal. So by the time they sat down, it was about nearly 10 o'clock.
But thankfully, as the main courses start to appear...
Chicken? Chicken? Any more chickens?
The mood in the restaurant starts to mellow.
He left because the night went on a little bit and he's not used to eating the Spanish time, basically. Most people over here eat at 10 o'clock at night and coffee's gone. End of.
It was the delay in the food coming, which we've all had the delay, but the food was lovely.
As long as the food was good.
It's amazing.
I think I learned a lesson that I should have maybe sat them down a bit quicker. But other than that, everyone's loving the food. It's business. You can't please everybody all the time, can you?
Lisa decides to smooth things over with her customers by taking money off the bill.
Took off the chicken, so I only charged for $6.20 2-course and 1 3-course, and then everything was a la carte. Okay?
It's the first time that somebody left during the service, and okay, I don't know what to think about it, but yeah, first time to everything. Anyway.
Thank you.
Buenas noches, fantastico.
It's been another night of lessons learnt for the team.
I don't think people realise how difficult it is, and I thought he did exceptionally well. So, yeah, look, not everything in the garden's rosy, so, you know, it's our first walkout. It's the restaurant every night, there's something new.
It's the holiday season in the Lot-et-Garonne.
On camping holidays, believe it or not, as a kid I learned how to do that.
Gary and Heather Millard are almost 4 months into their venture as French campsite owners. After a slow start, they're now welcoming lots of guests.
We've got happy campers and they all seem to be enjoying an idyllic spot.
With no kids allowed, the site's selling point is peace and quiet, something Gary and Heather are enjoying too.
We stop at 6 and we normally have a beer, game of cards, watch the sunset. I could get used to this, I think. And if I win this game of crib, I'll be even happier.
But despite loving the life, Gary and Heather are currently experiencing a sinking feeling. Their pool, the centrepiece of the site, has a leak.
It's about 1,500 litres it's losing, which is quite a lot of water.
It's costing them money to refill it, but that's not all.
We had a visit from the official body that comes around and checks swimming pools. She's just said the pH was just on the verge of being too high, and it's because we're having to top the pool up daily with tap water, and the tap water apparently has a higher pH than rainwater even.
The pH relates to the chemical balance of the water. When it's too high, it can cause skin irritations. The short-term solution is to add extra chlorine to balance things out, though it's clear urgent repairs are needed.
Am I all right to go down the grass over there? Yeah, it's good and hard. We haven't had any rain in ages.
But with campers arriving daily, Gary and Heather can only do it when the site closes for winter.
We're here now for about 10 days. The swimming pool looks lovely, which I'm going to try later on now the sun's come out. And it's very peaceful and just relaxing.
Despite these happy campers, Gary and Heather need more income. They need more bookings for the gîte, which has been empty for most of the summer. They also need to get their static up and running, especially as they have a booking in 2 weeks' time.
To maximise our income on such a small site, something like this that can command a premium is going to pay dividends.
It's a big part of our income. It's 20% just for one unit. We've got to get it done.
The electrics and plumbing are now complete, but there are still plenty of finishing touches needed. To add pressure, Gary is about to take a trip to the UK and he'll only have one day to finish the work when he gets back.
It's got to be done in the next 2 days. I'm panicking, actually.
So today, he has some help.
Don't you make a mess on my bed. You promised me.
Or should that be someone to keep an eye on him?
If this goes wrong, knowing him, he'll be thrown out the window. Oh!
Never fitted a shower door before. The trouble is with this, I can't make a mistake. If I make a mistake, I've got problems because all of this came from the UK, so it's not readily available in this country. No, pull your bit.
I can step in and pass things and generally make life a little bit easier for him. Ready?
Okay.
It seems to work quite well, doesn't it?
Most certainly. You're a good apprentice. Please go in.
When do I progress to...
Well, you're fired.
Well done, babe.
So that's a nice shower. So people are now, instead of a little shower which was like that.
It was, yeah, you could barely stand up in it.
You sit down up. Now we've got a nice size shower. Right, that's enough for tonight. And it's time for a beer. Job done.
Well done.
The static is nearing completion, and now there's also been some good news about the gîte. Some guests have checked in.
At long last, we are starting to see a little bit of a return for our investment.
It's got every single thing you could possibly want. It's got a beautiful little kitchen and wonderful comfy bed. Slept fantastically last night, didn't we?
So would you work me up? What's this one? Chateau?
That's the one you and Heather gave us last night. Really enjoyable.
I should give you the decent one.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you want it back? Yeah.
Dear, oh dear, I can't believe she's knocking out this stuff. I'm telling you. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is nice, yeah.
I've been down the Persian area.
Right, I've got to go. Thanks for the wine. It was, yeah. I'll get some more of that. Okay, I'll see you later.
It's early morning, and work is underway at the static. But Gary heads to the UK tomorrow.
Loads to do today, loads to do. We're going to have to really move our bottoms here to actually get this done. We've got a vent to put up over here. I've got a carpet to put down here, which I've got to cut. Smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, that's got to be done. And then coming into the bedroom, we've got to make the 2 bedside units. So, yeah, there's things to do, and we've got to do it. Now, I was trying to think you've got to figure out, punk, is have I fired 6 tubes of mastic or 5 tubes of mastic? The question you've got to ask yourself is, do I feel sticky?
Gary needs to work quick, or there'll be no way this static will be ready for its first ever guests.
Mastic.
Don't tell Heather whatever you do.
For many expats, running a B&B in Spain is a great way to escape the rat race. Living in the sun while working from home can be an idyllic way of life. This B&B, set in the hills overlooking the Costa del Sol, is run by expat Linda Greenway from North Wales.
I'm more relaxed. I'm living in a beautiful place. I like the sunshine. I like living with the different cultures and a different lifestyle.
Linda welcomes hundreds of guests a year, close to some of the most exclusive resorts on the Costa.
It's not even 10 minutes drive down to Marbella, down to the beaches. My location, I think, is probably one of the most ideal locations, yeah.
Trying out a B&B of their own are school teachers Nat and Joe.
It's approaching 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You could hear a pin drop. It's that quiet.
Way off the beaten track in the arid desert of Almeria, Kent school teachers Nat and Joe are getting used to a different pace of life.
Generally, siesta time is a strict 2 o'clock shutdown. Everybody had a siesta. If only we did.
Nat and Joe are working hard to prepare their new B&B near the village of Arbelayas. They've refurbished 4 rooms and are now working round the clock to get the pool ready for their first paying guests, who are now en route.
Just want to make sure that the liner's being pushed right out to the side.
That will pop.
I feel under enormous pressure to make sure this first one goes well because it's an internet booking. So if they leave negative feedback, it's really scuppering us for our future clients. I just keep telling myself that these guests know that the builders were in and we were a bit behind, and I'm just hoping that they're happy with what they've got.
And now, at last, the builders think they've cracked the self-assembly pool.
Oh my God. Bang on.
Right, bit of water there.
After 10 days of graft and an £8,000 investment...
Oh, it's nice and cold.
60,000 litres of water are a welcome sight to the couple.
Hasn't Jo been amazing? She says she feels like she's given birth to that pool.
The pool is only half full, but ready or not, the first guests have arrived.
We had it so cold in England.
I've heard it's been raining and
we got
miserable.
in the heat and just stood there.
It's very hot. It's nice and breezy here, though. Come through. It's a little bit cooler.
Thank you very much. Oh my goodness, this is lovely.
Okay.
And now it's time to find out what the paying public think of Nat and Joe's remote B&B.
Your room is up and on the right. Okay, so your bathroom's in there.
Lovely. Oh, thank you.
Right.
That is lovely.
Okay, I'll leave you to get settled. I'll be downstairs. Give me a shout when you need anything. All
Thank you very
okay,
much.
see you in a bit.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Lovely. Really lovely. Exactly what they said on the tin.
It's good. It's dead Spanish. It's what we like.
Yeah.
So great stuff.
Oh look, I like this. Straight away, I like this. Very nice.
They seem lovely. They seem really nice. I just hope that they like it. I hope everything's all right up there. So you never know, do you, until they sort of say, well, this isn't right or that's not right. Well, we'll just wait and see.
Alice and Rob from Cornwall are here for a week and have plenty of plans.
So we'll be out walking, maybe cycling.
Cycling.
Definitely we might take a plunge in the pool.
And now it's the moment Joe's been waiting for. Time to reveal her pride and joy.
This is amazing, absolutely amazing. This morning, when I was putting pieces in the wrong places, it looked a little bit different to this. So before we advertise this as having a pool, we've got to have decking across here so there's no mud visible, so you can lay up there on your sunbed.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Sam's building a path across here. We need a shower in the corner, and we're deciding at the moment whether this is going to be grassed or decked, aren't we?
But for now, Joe's happy to live in the moment.
Because if somebody had said to me a week ago, Joe, you know what, you and Dave will be building that, I'd have gone, don't you ridiculous, I'm not doing that.
Though it might take Nat's attention to detail to make it a little more welcoming to guests.
Are we happy with a Stanley knife stuck on the side of the pool like that?
Despite the unusual poolside accessories, for now the guests are impressed.
Here's to our holiday.
But there's still a long way to go to make this remote B&B a hit. It's now late September on the Costa del Sol. A season that's seen Lisa Burgess and partner Geoffrey Charles deal with many trials and tribulations that come with setting up a new restaurant.
Children and I hadn't worked really in restaurants, so we had to, really adapt. Brand new, so many things to learn. It's really brought us really close together.
Despite dozens of dramas, their fine dining dream has become a reality.
Geoffrey, can I help you?
And things have gone so well that they're looking for ways to keep busy throughout the winter too. So today they're trialling a new service, opening for lunch.
We couldn't serve lunches in July or August. It's too hot and everyone's on the beach. So this is perfect for the winter sun people, September, October, November, December. And I'm delighted because it's got a huge response. We've got 50 women coming for a fashion show and lunch. We're doing a 3-course lunch. I can't take any more reservations. I've actually had to turn people away yesterday. I didn't go to sleep till about 3:30, and neither did Geoffrey, because I was just worrying all night about stupid details. I never expected to have this many people for my first lunch service. But you know, there you go, like people, particularly the British here, they want their value for money with the pounding so weak and Brexit. And we're doing a 3-course lunch for €20, and it's working. There's 3 tables of 3. 1 table of 4, 1 table of 8, 1 table of 6.
After recent staffing problems, Geoffrey now has a new sous chef, Elliot, who's impressed with his new boss.
He's running around the kitchen, you know, he's full speed ahead, and he's a very talented chef. You know, I haven't seen a chef work as quickly and produce that quality ever. And I've worked with Michelin star chefs, you know, around the world.
We started with the duck parfait because that's so popular and it's easy for Geoffrey to make. Chicken and the hake are slightly different, and then he's got a new dessert that he's only tried out once here so far, which is profiteroles filled with passion fruit custard. But they're beautiful. Hope they turn out okay though.
But it's not the dessert that's causing a headache today. With only 2 hours until service, the hake hasn't arrived.
They come at 1 o'clock. I should be here in a minute. You speak Spanish?
Yeah, a little.
Yo estoy working on the tree.
Yo espero para pescado. ¿Dónde está?
And front of house is also feeling the pressure.
I think our reputation is on the line with every customer. People go, oh, relax and enjoy it. No, because if you relax and enjoy something, you're not properly working.
She comes in to me at 3 in the morning worrying about tablecloths. I was like, Mum, I'm trying to sleep.
In the kitchen, it's not good news about the missing main course.
I don't think they know where the order's placed, so there's a bit of a mix-up at the fish supplier. So obviously they're talking to each of them and wondering who's took the order, where's the fish basically.
Worrying because I don't have fish. Because if they're not here before, like in 45 minutes, I will become a big trouble.
I'll have to go into the beach and start fishing.
The lunch and fashion show is a sellout, and now the first customers are arriving.
Sure, it's not another name. Got Christina, Fiona, Simon, Beatrice.
I booked it on Facebook.
But they're not on Lisa's list.
Got an extra table. That was a reservation through Facebook that my web guy took and didn't pass on. I hope there's not any more of those.
But just a few minutes later...
Did you call here to book it? There's another one.
It's not even, like, in the book. So now I have to set up more tables because I don't even know how many people are coming now.
With no fish, and a restaurant that's already over capacity, could Geoffrey's first lunch be a dining disaster? It's early morning in Almeria. Nat and Joe are preparing breakfast for their first paying guests. And they've used their own past holiday experiences to help them decide the type of service they want to provide.
One of my biggest bugbears about being on holiday is getting up and rushing down and being one of those people who literally gets into breakfast 10 minutes before it closes. Yeah, we're keen that people don't have to do that here.
But that means a nervous wait.
Just a bit worried that our guests aren't down yet. I hope they slept well last night and they're not having to have a long lay-in to catch up on missed sleep.
Finally, at 9:30, the guests are up and about.
Morning. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Did you sleep all right?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah?
But it seems they did have an unexpected visitor in the night.
Didn't get any mozzies or anything in.
There was one. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to get...
Him,
You got it?
Have a seat. Would you like coffee? Yeah?
The problem with the mosquitoes is something the couple are determined to act on.
We'll have to get that fly screen ordered because it's lovely to have the windows open, but you are in fear of mozzies coming in.
But Nat and Joe are keen that breakfast will go down well.
Thank you very much.
They're laying on granola, yoghurt and locally grown fresh fruit.
Fresh figs, aren't they? Very nice. For us, it's a real treat to have fresh figs.
Beats having Weetabix.
I think they're fairly relaxed, and that's what we wanted to do, is get people, you know, within the first sort of few hours of being here to feel like they've slowly started to unwind and relax a little bit.
Can I get you another coffee?
Thank you. No problem. Our first night was very good. We slept really well.
But it was nice getting a bit of a breeze coming through the windows.
From teaching to running a B&B, Nat and Joe have made a great start.
Compared to teaching kids, this is an absolute dream. Would you like another coffee? Can I get you anything else? Not sit down, do your work. I'll have to phone your mum. You're in detention. Let's do some marking, let's do some planning. Let's stay here till 7 o'clock tonight.
And for these guests, the isolated location is the perfect fit.
We heard about Nat and Joe from the internet, just browsing through the Airbnbs, looking for something a bit different.
We wanted somewhere quiet, nearby to Zahana, because we are coming to visit a relative, and yeah, in the countryside with a comfortable night's sleep, and certainly it lived up to its promise. We will be going back to recommend this place, definitely.
With bed and board a resounding success, the guests check out the on-site facilities.
Oh, it's beautiful.
As the only guests, they've got it all to themselves. But not for long. With the temperature tipping 40 degrees, it's hard for Nat and Joe to resist.
Oh, it's glorious. I'm not getting out today. I hope our guests don't want more drinks.
Fortunately, the guests don't seem to mind.
This is a bonus. A swimming pool with mountain water. Brilliant. And that's what we want.
Yeah.
Happy guests.
Happy customers.
That's what it's all about.
In Cala de Mias on the Costa del Sol,
Welcome. Choose any table of 2 inside or out.
Lisa and Joffrey are hosting an event they hope will be the recipe for winter success.
I hope you have a great afternoon. It's our first lunch, so...
A lunch and fashion show for 50 guests.
We're looking down the barrel of a 12, 13-hour day. Can't wait! Can't wait!
But Joffrey and sous chef Elliot are sweating on the late arrival of a fish delivery for the main course.
And they said 20 minutes, yeah, 20 minutes before, you know, like it should be here now.
But just in the nick of time, the fishman's here.
Oh, there's the fish.
Straight out of the van. I guess it was caught this morning, so it's nice and fresh, hence why it's late.
And now finally...
So we're still on 2 chickens?
The couple's very first lunch service is underway.
And the madness begins.
The starter was done, and the jam and the fig that they put with it made it amazing.
It was nicely presented. Yeah, it was lovely.
But Lisa and Joffrey are still sweating over the main course.
I think I need deodorant.
The hay. Fantastic.
The fish, the mashed potato, and that was absolutely lovely. White fish, beautiful.
Yet again, Lisa and Joffrey have bounced back from the brink of disaster.
Everyone seems really happy, very happy with the food. I think possibly the best big event I've done so far.
As desserts are served, The fashion show commences.
Thank you, Reggie. You're looking divine in the sage green.
It's been another successful service, and Lisa and Geoffrey are confident their restaurant is here to stay.
I have to say, I'm mightily relieved that the first 6 months of the restaurant is behind us. I can see even from the reservations that it's really taking off. It's a challenge that we faced.
It's a challenge, but we did it.
We've done it.
They've made themselves very popular very quickly here in the area. It's a nice thing.
We had a dream to open a restaurant. We've achieved that dream now. If we can do that, you can get your Michelin star.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything's possible.
It's different every time. Every time you come, you get new flavours, new dishes, new everything. It's just a lovely experience.
You have 5 restaurant Michelin star in the Costa del Sol, and maybe I will be the 6th.
He's gonna get it, though.
I will get it.
He will, for sure. Here's to next year, darling.
Please for next year.
Cheers.
In Almeria in southern Spain, Nat and Joe are hosting their first paying guests.
Great stuff.
Meanwhile, the couple are able to take time out and enjoy their new surroundings.
That church is amazing. This is really the first time we've had a chance to just look, just take it all in.
Yeah.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll be pleased when we do move here. We're not just coming backwards and forwards all the time.
Waiting to sell their UK house has been stopping Nat and Joe from quitting their teaching jobs and moving here full-time.
That's lovely and cold.
But at long last, they have the news they've been waiting for.
Nat's lovely sister has done a viewing whilst we've been out here, and she must have done something right because the house is now sold in the UK.
Fantastic. What a way to end it. It would be nice to see what it's like in September in Arbelayes.
Everybody says it's lovely in September because it's a little bit cooler.
So cheers!
Cheers.
A week later, it's time for that all-important feedback. And for Nat and Joe to find out if they have the dream business to match their new dream life in Spain.
So have you enjoyed yourself?
Very
enjoyed
much.
your stay?
Yeah, absolutely
Yeah.
brilliant.
Really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for your hospitality.
No, you're very welcome. Thank you for being. I think we've been very lucky because we could have had very uncooperative guests, and you never really know what you're getting. Yeah.
Joe and Nat's hospitality, absolutely brilliant. They have been fantastic hosts. We've been spoilt rotten on our holiday. Breakfast every morning.
Yeah. Thanks for everything. Really nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Thanks for just being genuinely nice people.
Yeah.
It's made our job.
Very much I'd recommend this place. I love the area.
Thank you.
And if you're coming back, give us a shout.
We will.
If someone wants to come to rural Spain, this is great, fantastic.
Yeah.
Sum it up, sort of tranquilo.
Thank you.
With their customers going away happy, things are looking good for the business. They can now push on with completing the pool and patio and start thinking about extending the B&B by converting the old piggery into a restaurant and bar.
As you can see, it's been used as a bit of a dumping ground, firstly by the pigs and then by us. Basically, all of these pig pens have got to come down. We've got to do something with the roof, which is just holding up by a wing and a prayer, I think, at the moment.
No bucket is going to stop what's coming through there, is there?
And start looking into transforming this into a sort of habitable area, because the only thing that the 21st century has impacted is the water and the electricity. These buildings have been here for a long, long time. You know, I think a lot of builders would say, you know, it'd be easier to knock that down and start again, and it might be, but you won't get things like that again now. This is going to be a big old project to do.
This summer, Nat and Joe have worked all hours to fulfil their goal of becoming B&B hosts. With only the school holidays to get their business up and running, it's been a huge task.
Oh, this is lovely. That water's so warm.
But now their dream of a new life in the sun feels more real than ever.
All of those people who sit on the sofa saying, you know what, we could do that, about 80% of them never do. They never get the courage to say, you know what, let's just take a chance, because everything in life is a bit of a gamble. Let's just take a chance and let's give it a go. Yeah, a little bit different to Dover Beach. It's warm enough to get in. This is what we're here for, and this is what our guests will be here for.
I think we made the right decision.
No, it's terrible. Absolutely awful. Why would you want to give up getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning, putting in a 10, 11-hour shift at work, kids moaning? No.
It is.
It's now September in the Lot-et-Garonne, and summer is drawing to a close.
I got a baguette for our new arrivals.
But for Gary and Heather, today is one of the biggest days of their debut season as campsite owners.
The all-important bottle of vino.
The first guests will be checking into their refurbished static caravan.
About an hour, I would think. So,
Gary and Heather have spent thousands of euros turning a tired two-bed into a stylish one-bed caravan with a luxury shower room.
I got left with the painting. I was so intent on not getting paint all over everything that... Oh no! Oh, I don't believe that. Oh, I thought I'd been so careful.
All that's left to do are a few finishing touches.
There we go. Hospital corner.
And a bit of papering over the cracks.
That'll hide the paint, look. Do you think he'll notice? I think we're ready for them.
So this is yours. We'll show you the place.
Very nice.
Wow.
My favourite colour, that is.
Yeah?
Is it? Yeah.
Oh. We did it just for
My
you.
handbag matches it and my handbag.
Well, there's a bonus, isn't there, straight away. Back of the net. Put the price up, Heather.
What he's done in here, it's just brilliant. It's lovely.
Oh, that's heaven.
Normally, in a static, you'll get 2 bedrooms, and because it's adults only, no children, you didn't need that other bedroom.
I think we're going to enjoy it here, and I think we're going to spread the word, and I think everyone else will.
And in here we keep the fridge freezer, so people just leave some money in the box or whatever.
Yeah.
We've all had kiddies and we've all brought them up and they've been running around and everything. But there are times when you like to have a nice little bit of peace and quiet.
Because we're old.
Yeah.
When you come from the UK, there's always a car in the background or a phone ringing, and you come here, and now all I can hear is the buzz of the bees, and they couldn't get over the absolute peace and quiet here.
And with happy guests all round, they can afford to take some well-earned time out.
This is our little pride and joy. This is Beatrice.
And why not do it in style?
You have a car like this. I'm just the keeper at the moment. I'm merely the keeper of a beautiful lady. Or 2 beautiful ladies.
Today, the nearby village of Castelmoron is hosting a classic car show, the perfect place to show off their motor.
Light 15, a beautiful French car.
And also mix business with pleasure.
We're going to pass out some of our campsite leaflets because a lot of people tour. There are shows all over the country and they go from one to the other or even build a holiday around the car shows. Bonjour madame, nous avons un camping. Au revoir.
In France, they think reserve all adults means something saucy.
Mais non, non. She said, why? Pourquoi seulement les adultes? I said, just because it's quiet. Oh!
I think she thought it was going to be a bit a bit of a saucy campsite, but it's not.
No. Well, not as far as we're concerned, anyway.
No.
After a good year of business, the site is now winding down for winter.
Really, really nice to come again, and we'll see you next year. See you anyway. Thanks for your hospitality.
Meaning Gary and Heather can start to think about their future in France.
Little nasties have raised their ugly head, and the pool being one of them. The line is a little bit old as well, so we really need to do a good bit of harsh maintenance on this pool. That's going to be costing probably around about the €15,000 mark to get that sorted out.
And as well as repairing the pool, there are other improvements they want to make.
Having spent the summer here, we now appreciate what we need and what would help make the site flow more easily and work better. It's apparent that we need something of a reception area nearer the entrance. And I might even get my little shop in there, you never know.
Gary and Heather have had 4 months of ups and downs, but they've handled everything that's been thrown at them, and they're confident that they're here to stay.
I came back from the UK a couple of weeks ago, and it sort of felt like this was home now. I think it's one of the best things that's happened to me and Heather. It's been absolutely fantastic, hasn't it? It's been.
I feel like
we've loved it.
Had a second life almost, a second chance at life.
The paella night was lovely.
You enjoyed the paella. If you feel like leaving us a review, that would be fantastic. Thank you very much. I can honestly say I feel younger now than when I arrived. It's exciting, and I think that's what moving here's done for me. It has given me just a new energy and a new zest for life.
We did pretty good, didn't we?
We did, my darling.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Over the winter, Gary and Heather completed repairs on their pool, and they also built a campsite shop. They're now counting down to their second summer season. Lisa and Joffrey stayed open all winter doing lunch services and are now planning their new spring and summer menu. And Nat and Joe's house sale completed. They handed in their notices and are now in Spain permanently, just in time to begin work converting the piggery. Next time, can a mum juggle running a high-end hotel in Spain?
So you can use the barbecue, you can have a dip in the hot tub.
While raising a pair of boisterous children.
Banging, screaming, shouting, one's having a bit of a meltdown round the corner.
2 holiday cottage owners try to double their income in France. But at what cost?
2.5 years of living the dream, and we find ourselves living in a barn. What went wrong?
What went wrong?
And a couple are racing against time to launch their dream cafe.
I've been given 3 weeks to get this all done.
Totally achievable, no problem.
It'll be fine.